Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. Yesterday, where we were, लास्ट के 5 मिनट में मोबाइल डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था, इसलिए आवाज नहीं आ रही थी शायद। मैंने बाद में पूछा एम आई ऑडिबल, तो कोई रिप्लाई नहीं आया। उसके बाद मैंने चेक किया तो नेट डिस्कनेक्ट हो चुका था। मतलब कौन से कंसेप्ट तक आपको मैं अभी ओपी का ये सेकेंड यूनिट कंप्लीट करूंगी, उसके बाद सीजी स्टार्ट करेंगे। ओके, operator overloading we studied in previous lecture. Example of operator overloading, we started inheritance concept, different types of inheritance. Just a minute. Don't worry about CG subject. 2 घंटे का हमारा प्रैक्टिकल है, बट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू कंडक्ट 2 hours प्रैक्टिकल्स, क्योंकि आप लोग आपके मोबाइल या फिर लैपटॉप पे क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या एरर आ रहा है, इतना ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आएगा। तो 2 घंटे का प्रैक्टिकल है। उस टाइम में 1 घंटा हम लोग प्रैक्टिकल करेंगे, 1 घंटा हम सीजी का जो चैप्टर्स है वो कवर करेंगे। सो डोंट वरी अबाउट सीजी सब्जेक्ट। Also we studied scope rules, what is local variable, what is global variables, new operator, delete operator. Delete operator is used to deallocate the memory, while new operator is used to allocate the memory at runtime. So inheritance part: single, multiple, multi-level, hierarchical, and hybrid. So also we studied the statements regarding multiple inheritance, all types. This visibility mode also we covered through this example. ये जो statements है वो इस डायग्राम में अच्छी तरह से मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है। What is public member of this class become in public visibility mode? What is the protected? Okay. In practical session, you have to put this particular derived class program. How to derive the class from base class and how to execute this one. तो ये प्रोग्राम आपको एग्जीक्यूट करना है। Okay. म्यूटेबल कीवर्ड है, वो इजी कंसेप्ट है, वो समझ में आएगा आपको, नो इशू। Today we will see different examples of inheritance. Okay, ये एग्जाम्पल हो चुका था। There is one more task in practical session to perform C++ program to display complex number using operator overloading concept. ये important है, मैंने last lecture में बोला था. ये एग्जाम्पल मैंने कल लेक्चर में एक्सप्लेन किया था, तब आवाज आ रहा था क्या आपको? क्योंकि नेट डिस्कनेक्ट हो चुका था, मैंने बोला आपको. प्लीज रिप्लाई. ये एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको कल एक्सप्लेन किया था. कुछ
Ma'am, can you explain it once again?
ओके. ये बताते टाइम मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही थी क्या कल?
No, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Write a program in C++ to display addition of complex number using operator overloading concept. Okay. In this program, we have to use one class having the name complex. Name you can use. In complex number, there are two parts, real part and imaginary part. So for this, we are using float data type here to store real and imaginary part. Two data members or variables, we can say. Mode, we are going to define one complex constructor. This is default constructor. There is another constructor complex. It is parameterized constructor. Parameters we are passing in this constructor, that is x and y. So what is this x and what is this y? This x is nothing but real part and this y is nothing but for imaginary part. Then complex constructor parameterized block over here. Then operator overloading function. So we have to write the return type, that is complex class name, then operator keyword, then which symbol you want to, that is plus, and then return type. X ये क्लास यहाँ पे खत्म हो जाता है with semicolon. Then we have to write the definition of operator overloading plus after this one. So we have to use scope resolution operator for that, keyword, then plus, and complex is the class name. Okay, and we have to pass one object here. C2 is object which is we are passing explicitly. Okay. Complex C3 is the temporary variable in which real part of C1 and C2 addition, imaginary parts addition of C1 and C2.
Ma'am, voice is breaking.
Okay. Okay. So real part of first complex number and C2 dot real means real part of second complex number, and we are performing addition of these two real parts and storing in C3 variable. To access this C3, we have to write C3 dot real and C3 dot imaginary. In this variable, we are storing addition. And whatever the addition of real and imaginary part, we are returning this to returning in this C3 variable. Okay. So whatever the addition we done, that returns to this operator function. And this is the simple show function. In this one, we are just displaying real and imaginary part. In main function, there is a complex class and C1, C2, C3. These are the objects we are creating from the class. Now we are passing some values C1, that is 3.2, 1.1. Any value you can pass. C3 equal to C1 plus C2. It will just add this C1 and C2, and then C1 dot show, C2 dot show, C3 dot show. So first complex number it will show, second complex number it will show, and third, that is addition, it will show. In C3 there is a addition. There is also one more program for overloading assignment operator. Notes for this. I'm not going to explain this here. So delete and new operator also we covered. Implicit conversion and explicit conversion also, simple concept. So yesterday we studied this visibility mode. When the derived class is in public visibility mode, then public members of the base class become public. Members of base class become protected. When it is derived as a private visibility mode, then public members become private and protected members also become private. Visibility मोड प्राइवेट. तो ये मैंने कल एक्सप्लेन किया था. करते टाइम आवाज आ रही थी क्या मेरी? अभी आ रही है ना ठीक से?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Diagram is very important as per the visibility mode concept. Okay. This is blur. I will explain. So how memory allocation is done in derived class? Okay. X. In class X, there are two variables A and B. This is the base class. There is a derived class Y having two data members C and D. And we can use this, create the object of derived class. Object of derived class in main function. तो memory allocate कैसे होता है? Derived class जो है हमारा, that is Y. In this one, A equal to 2 byte, B equal to 2 byte, C equal to 2 byte, D equal to 2 byte. Total 8 byte memory allocate for this object. It will add all the variables A, B, C, D, and whatever the particular size required for each variable, and sum of it, that is total 8 byte for it. if class don't have any member or class is empty, 1 byte size allocated automatically. Okay, this is also one MCQ question. There is no any member or class is empty. मतलब जब हम हेलो वर्ड का प्रोग्राम डिस्प्ले करते हैं, ओके, हेलो वर्ड, इन दैट हेलो वर्ड program there is no member, no function, no variable is there, but 1 byte size is allocated automatically. Okay, so this is space required for the derived class variables and base class variables. Single inheritance, first type of inheritance. Okay, we will see this example because this example is visible properly. Class student, एक student नाम का class है. This is the base class. There is ID and name. 2 data members, these are private. Then in public section we can define one get student function. Okay, so task of get student function, enter student ID and name. I want student roll number and student name. Okay, then that student name and roll number. So ID and name, जो आपने वेरिएबल दिया है यहाँ पे रोल नंबर के लिए ID वेरिएबल दिया है. So ID and name will be read by statement. Then put stu. This is the second function of this student class. So this is the example how we are using base class into derived class. Okay, see this put student function is just to display whatever you entered. मैंने अगर रोल नंबर 1 एंटर किया, अमित एंटर किया है, तो पुट स्टूडेंट से क्या डिस्प्ले होगा? ID is 1, नेम इज अमित, नेम इक्वल टू अमित, ऐसे डिस्प्ले हो रहा है. ओके, दिस इज टू जस्ट शो whatever you entered. So this class, base class over here, we completed base class coding. Then we start derived class. So this physical एक derived class किया है student base class से. So we have to write this class. Phy is the class name. Then we have to write the colon. Then visibility mode. Visibility mode is public here. Okay, public, private ले सकते हो. But we assigned public visibility mode to access the members here. Student is the base class name. Okay, so we can understand this as this is a derived class and this is the base class. Then height and weight. These are the 2 variables or 2 members of derived class physical information of student in this one class. Okay, so this is just student information, that is name and roll number. Then we need other class for physical information of the student, and we derived it from student base class. Height and weight, we are taking information in this class. Get phy, that is normal function. Enter weight and height, we enter weight and height. Okay, W and H. वो रीड किया put phy, this function to display height and weight. Okay, so coding for derived class completed. So semicolon is there. Then in main function, you have to create object of derived class. Derived class का object create करते हैं, not base class. This is the जो भी latest class है उसका object create करना पड़ता है. So phy is the derived class, p is its object. Then p dot get stu, p dot get phy, p dot put stu, p dot put phy. Means p ये जो object है derived class का, using this derived class object is get stu function of base class. So p dot get stu ये पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा, एंटर स्टूडेंट नेम, वो एंटर होगा. उसके बाद p dot put stu वो डिस्प्ले करेगा. उसके बाद p dot get phy मतलब एंटर वेट एंड हाइट. ठीक है. Using this single inheritance, we are using this get stu and put stu two member functions in derived class. ये दोनों derived बेस क्लास के functions हम derived class में इन एक्सेस कर रहे हैं. ये प्रोग्राम भी आपको करना है. Constructors in derived class. Okay. There are constructors in class. That part we studied. Okay. Now there are also constructors in derived class. So how will they execute? What is the sequence of execution? See here, class base. Okay. In public section, there is a base constructor. In derived class, there is a der, one is constructor. Okay. So statement in base class, constructor is hi, I am base class. In derived class constructor, there is a statement hi, I am derived class. Okay. So in main function, create object of derived class D. Derived class D. So what will be the output of this program? क्या प्रिंट होगा? हाई आई एम बेस क्लास प्रिंट होगा पहले, या हाई आई एम डिराइव्ड क्लास? See, there are some rules for constructor, how to use constructor in base class and derived class. So you can read this third statement. Base class parameterized constructor should be the first statement class parameterized constructor. We'll see the example. We'll see, or we will check the output of this particular program in C++. Here is a class. This is a base class, suppose. Okay. In base class, there is in public section, there is a constructor having name base, and only one statement is there. And class constructor. So this is our base class. End of base class. I am going to derive one other class from this base class. So class derive कोलन public mode में लेते हैं, public visibility mode, and then after this what we have to write? Anyone? public के बाद क्या लिखना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे? class name. Okay. So base. We create here constructor derived class because constructor have the same name as per the class name. Okay, so there is only one statement in derived class. What is that? I am derived class constructor. Okay. Now, here is the end of derived class. Then main function. By default, main function is always have integer data type. By default, we have to write here int. This is our main function. Main function create करने के बाद ही आपका program execute होगा. So what we are going to do here, we are creating the object of which class? Derived class. Derived class का मैंने एक object create किया D. We will see what will be the output. Constructor of derived class. Okay. Yes, what is the error here? Anyone? क्या यहाँ पे एरर क्या आ रहा है? मुझे पता चल गया है, लेकिन एनीवन? किसको समझ में आया क्या?
प्राइवेट में पब्लिक को, पब्लिक में प्राइवेट.
हाँ, यहाँ पे पब्लिक देना पड़ेगा. पब्लिक देने के बाद भी आएगा कि नहीं? कंपाइल तो हुआ है, रन। ओके, शिट। आपने देखा क्या? So it will first display I am base class constructor, and then it will display I am derived class constructor. तो जब भी हम लोग derived class का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करते हैं तब वो बेस क्लास के कंस्ट्रक्टर को कॉल करेगा, एंड देन इट विल कॉल टू द कंस्ट्रक्टर ऑफ derived क्लास. इसलिए पहले बेस क्लास कंस्ट्रक्टर एग्जीक्यूट होगा, बाद में derived क्लास कंस्ट्रक्टर. Okay guys, at 12 o'clock there will be meeting for website committee work. So today also I am not going to conduct lecture at 12:30. Please give the attendance or fill the attendance form. Today's code is 10. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.